popular singer called Zlatan did say Bolanle should pepper them, and we have obeyed, and this morning we're bringing Bolanle to pepper you here on the show. Good morning, Bolanle. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Olive. We're always peppering them. It's a thing we do. It's a lifestyle, you know? Hi,
Exactly.
also okay.
I'm trying to recover from that one, so...
Yeah, I had to give one. I haven't given a dry joke all day. I think we're getting to the end of the show.
How was your weekend?
It was fantastic. Very, very peaceful.
Okay. There's so much that happened in the entertainment scene. You know, I'm also seeing bits and pieces of Burna Boy getting pulled out once again. You know, he seems to be getting into more trouble these days, every 4 market days. But of course, you know, I'm sure that there's so much more that we can talk about this one. So let's get into it.
Okay, but I'm not going to be talking about Burna Boy this morning. He seems to thrive in controversy. Now we're moving on to good news. All right, good morning, and trust you all had a wonderful weekend. Now let's start off, you know, as a Pan-African station, we're starting off our news this morning in Africa. Ghanaian fast rising star Black Sherif has hit 100 million streams on Africa's most expensive music streaming and download platform, Boomplay. The Kweku the Traveler hitmaker becomes the first Ghanaian artist to reach this milestone on Boomplay after having had a phenomenal run since last year. Mohammed Ismail Sherif, Kweku Fripong, aka Black Sherif, joins Golden Club on the platform. This is a league of artists who have clocked and surpassed the 100 million streams milestone. They include African artists such as Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, Diamond Platinums, Fireboy DML, Joe Boy, Omale, Raveni, and many more. According to Black Sherif, reaching 100 million streams on Boomplay at the age of 20 and being the first Ghanaian artist to achieve this feat is a big deal. He says that as a young kid from Konongo, who only had a dream and a voice, this milestone has made him realize that he can achieve any and everything he wants so long as he believes and dares himself to take action. Now, one thing I love about Black Sherif is the fact that he's out to get what he wants. And most of the time, he appreciates the team. He also went out to appreciate the entire team at Boomplay for putting him on from day one till date. Recall that Black Sherif also gained traction in 2020 after he released Money and Destiny, then later Akonam, which garnered huge buzz on the music platform and across the country. Black Sherif's 2022 Kweku the Traveler song shot him up to African stardom and picked him at #1 on both Boomplay Ghana and Nigeria's charts. According to Black Sherif, it's one of my favorite songs, but I can't talk about the words here on air, but I'll tell you one thing I picked from Kweku the Traveler. It is, when you make a mistake, you're not the first to do so. Get up, brush your shoulders, and move on. You'll be fine eventually. That's what the song says. Not in those words, but when you listen to it, you understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, congratulations, Black Sherif, on this. We celebrate you all over Africa. All right, now on to international scenes as well. Canadian rapper, singer, and songwriter Aubrey Drake Graham, known globally as Drake, has dropped a message directed at those criticizing his latest album, Honestly, Nevermind. Drake announced the release of his 7th studio album a few hours before dropping the project at midnight on the 17th of June 2022. However, the Grammy Award winner's latest album didn't get a good reception as he expected. You know, music lovers took to social media to express their thoughts about the album, which were mostly negative comments, though there was a few that were also good. This was barely hours after its release. One of the posts says, we went to insane lengths to try and defend new Drake's album. Really, is this what we have? It's okay to admit that something is trash. That's what he says. And then the other person, Wave Prince, says that Drake album is wet trash. But you all are confirmative. So you say it's dope. I don't know about that. Conformist? So you say it's dope? Okay, if you think so. Anyway, responding to all these tweets and backlash that Drake got, Drake posted a video where he seemed unconcerned, unbothered, and unfiltered about the negative comments, stating that the people will catch up with his music eventually. Take a look at the video.
It's all good if you don't get it yet. It's all good. That's what we do. That's what we do. We wait for you to catch up. We're here though. We caught up already. On to the next. My goodness.
where he put the write-up for me. So in case you don't understand, with his song Call Me playing in the background, in case you don't understand, he says, it's all good if you don't get it yet. That's what we do. We wait for you to catch up. We're in here though. We caught up already. On to the next. My goodness. Trust Drake to always speak out. He's a very blunt person. But then that is what it is. Over here on social media, we say, if you don't get it, then forget about it. You'll be fine. Now, some people are of the opinion that, like Davido's music, which grows on you after a while, Drake's song also has the same effect. So give it time. Please don't judge him yet. Calm down. Listen. You'll enjoy it eventually. To the movie thing, yes, I still have gist for you. You know, entertainment is not all about musicals. It's very broad. Now, we're talking about the movie industry again. Hollywood is in the news this time. There seem to be a lot of calling out and allegations lately on issues of gender-based violence and rape in the entertainment industry. We have another one this morning. Oscar-winning Canadian screenwriter and director Paul Haggis has been arrested in Italy on charges of sexual assault and aggravated personal injury allegedly inflicted upon an unidentified woman. According to Italian press reports and a note from the public prosecution in Haggis, Haggis is charged with forcing a young foreign woman to undergo sexual intercourse over the course of 2 days in Ostini, while he was scheduled to hold several masterclasses at the Allura Fest, set to run in Ostini from June 21 to 26. In a statement, the Film Fest said they have learned with dismay and shock the news that Paul Haggis is in custody for alleged violence. The Fest directors immediately disassociated themselves and proceeded to remove any participation of the director from the event, and at the same time expressed full solidarity with the woman involved. Although Paul Haggis has not given a formal comment as of now, his attorney, Priya Chaudhry, issued a statement declaring the director totally innocent. Now, I want to refresh your memory. Paul Haggis is the same man that wrote $1 Million Baby and also co-wrote and directed Crash, both of which won him an Oscar. He also wrote the James Bond installment Quantum of Solace and Casino Royale. If you watch movies, I'm sure you are very, very familiar with those particular movies. Now, this is not the first time Haggis has gotten embroiled in sexual-related cases, as he was sued in 2018 by publicist Haley Brist, who allegedly said that he violently raped her after a premiere in 2013. The suit prompted 3 additional women to also come forward with their own cases of sexual misconduct accusations against Haggis, who has vehemently denied the claims as the case is still being delayed due to COVID pandemic. Lawyer says he's innocent. The victims accuse him of sexual molestation. Now, can we get to the end of this? Anyway, we haven't concluded the case of Kevin Spacey yet. After that of Bill Cosby, who got slammed with another sexual assault case, and now we have this of Paul Haggis. What's going on in the industry? What is going on? I have a question to the public and my co-anchors. You can send your response to our handle. Now, to my co-anchors, Olive, you're a lawyer, right? If all allegations are true, how many women get sexually abused daily in the entertainment industry? And then, what is the penalty for cases like this if found guilty? Well, it's getting too much.
Unfortunately, we don't really have statistics to show what happens in the entertainment scene per se, but I would refer to the general statistics. We have statistics that shows that 1 in 3 women go through sexual abuse. According to, I believe it's World Health Organization, they undergo sexual abuse, domestic or sexual. And unfortunately, some are not encouraged to report because of victim shaming, victim blaming, yes, and the likes. So it's important that, you know, we embrace the concept of speaking up, and as a society, we do not shun people. We listen to them, hear them out, and investigate as much as possible. There is always, you know, here in Nigeria, we have the criminal code, the criminal penal code. This, for Lagos State, for example, the domestic and sexual violence response team are on standby to attend to cases of sexual abuse. So it's important that we have these conversations. It's punishable. It is punishable. Different acts and different provisions make for, you know, penalties. It is something you shouldn't go scot-free with, but there are things that we must continually speak about.
True, true. Also, yeah, you wanted to say something as well to this?
Well, I mean, I was just, you know, going to say that the Me Too movement didn't, you know, die and shouldn't, you know, be, you know, seen to be fading away. It doesn't matter how long it takes. If there are still people who have committed crimes in the 80s and the 90s, early 2000s, they should still be called out. And everyone needs to answer for their crimes and take responsibility for their actions. We generally need to create a safe working space for women in the industry.
But I also think the reason why it takes so long is probably some of them try to forget it. But then their mental health, you can't get over something that happens to you, especially if it's true.
Bolanle, the truth is, if we start to look into this conversation today, we will not exhaust it, but we certainly will be looking into the details of this and how we can protect more women in the entertainment industry. Thank you very much for joining us, Bolanle. It's always a delight to have you.
Same here. Thank you so much for having me.